XRP holders, we've got a video for you guys. So we've been hearing some rumors about Amazon integrating XRP into their company. We've also been hearing rumors about this XRP spot ETF. Is BlackRock really going to finally come out here and launch a XRP ETF? And what does that mean for XRP holders? We're going to be talking about that. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Black C. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop on this video. All right, guys, we're going to start off here looking at Twitter. You can follow me at 333BlackC on Twitter, and I say, will Amazon announce Ripple's XRP being integrated into their company? I'm hearing rumors. I've been seeing a lot of news pop up about how XRP has been integrated into 80% of all of Japanese banks, into the Central Bank of India. These are not rumors. These are facts. This has happened. We're seeing Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO. He's talking with Donald Trump, being integrated into the government. We're seeing really the movers and shakers talking about XRP. And I think that what will really set off XRP's price is being integrated into payment processing and really becoming a bridge currency for fiat to USD to basically, that's the wrong way for me to put it, a bridge currency from fiat to the cryptocurrency world and back from crypto to fiat. I think that will be really when you start to see XRP really take a hold on really the financial institutions. I mean, guys, we kind of like skipped that step and went straight to government. But I think that when you start to see XRP get integrated into banks is when everything is going to change, guys. And, you know, when XRP SPY ETF for BlackRock comes out, that is the green light. What happened with the Bitcoin SPY ETF, right? And the Ethereum SPY ETF. All these people, let's start with like Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They were saying, we want a SPY ETF. We're going to file now. We're going to file now. We're going to file now. Rejected, rejected, rejected. And the second that BlackRock came around, poof, they're all approved. Bitcoin SPY ETF is approved. Ethereum SPY ETFs are approved. I think it really will take, once again, for BlackRock to come out and initiate a spot ETF. And when that happens, I do think that it will be very difficult for everyone to accumulate as much XRP as they want, because I think that it will be somewhat of a gold rush, if you will. Like when Bitcoin SPY ETF launched, we saw a 50, 60% price gain on Bitcoin in the span of, I believe it was 3 months. And I think that that will probably be the same story for XRP, guys. So it's a very exciting time. So I do want to look at XRP's chart as well here. You can see that we are sitting at, we've been chopping around for a while, guys. I get why people are frustrated. I get why people are saying, Black C, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. And they get upset when I say the $500 price predictions happening in 2 months, 7 months are crazy. Guys, it takes a lot of liquidity to move the 4th largest crypto asset, okay? I'm bullish on XRP. I just am realistic, okay? Let's talk about $30 price predictions before we start talking about $500. I even saw a $10,000 XRP price prediction, okay? That would literally be so much money. So more money than there is in the entire world would have to be in XRP to see a $10,000 XRP, okay? Now, I'm bullish, guys. I'm long XRP. I'm in a 3x leverage long position. I think a $3,000 position. I just had a $200,000 XRP long position, which got stopped out in the profit. And I'm looking to turn this trade that I'm in now into another 6-figure trade, okay? So I don't want to hear people saying, oh man, like you're bearish, you're not talking about $10,000 XRP. Guys, there's money to be made. Now I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, and I put my money where my mouth is. I think there's money to be made, okay? But you can't be just saying, I'm not going to sell until we get to 10,000. Guys, I've been trading crypto for nearly a decade. You make money taking profit along the way, and you get into positions by dollar cost averaging in on the way down, all right? Unless you're leverage trading. If you want to leverage trade to accumulate more, you can do that as well. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. But looking at XRP, guys, I expect to chop around longer in between $2.07 and $2.35. I expect this to play out for a little while. And I do think that we probably find ourselves trading near $2.35 rather than coming back down and testing $2.07, especially based on what's going on with the macroeconomics of the world and what's going on with Bitcoin. Yes, we're in Q3 2025. Q3 tends to be sluggish, bearish. But I will say that with my invalidations, I think we're starting to hit them, which we'll take a look at the end of this video. I do think that we're going to be starting to head up higher here in the short term. So I am in a XRP 3X long position. I'm up about $130 on this $2,700 trade, up about 4.78%. I am interested in increasing the size of this to maybe a six-figure trade, especially if I get the right confirmations. Now, looking at Market Cipher, you can see that we're chopping around, right? I need to see a little bit more confirmation that we're getting ready to break to the upside before I start to really increase the position size and increase risk. Because I do think that we're kind of due for like this, like, you know, just sideways chopping. Not until obviously like November, October, September. We're looking at the daily time frame. But I do think for the rest of Q3, you know, and we're about halfway through June. We have June, July, August. Okay, guys? We need to see September, October, November, December be the bullish months, and that's when I'm expecting the big price moves for XRP and altcoins. So I'm looking for entries, and hopefully these entries will be what I am sitting in throughout Q4. So I'm looking for big positions, six-figure trades, maybe even a seven-figure trade. If it really, if the stars align, I will increase my exposure. It's as simple as that. But right now, I'm looking for the right entries. And so I am in a $2,700 position, up about $130. My average cost is $2.13. I expect to see some volatility here, some chop. I think that there's a good chance that the bottom is in the short term, but I think there's still obviously invalidations, guys. We can come and break down, touch $2.07. But in the meantime, I'm trying to trade altcoins, increase my exposure, find entries, and increase my Bitcoin position size. All right, guys. If you guys do want to trade some XRP or some other altcoins, check out in the description box below or pin comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. Click the link, deposit, trade a little bit. You get a bunch of free money. Come trade with me, guys. There's a lot of awesome promotions to be taking advantage of as well. You can get a Tesla Model 3 worth about $30,000 just purely based on trading volume. So the more you trade, the more rewards you get. Simple as that. So looking at the overall market right now, XRP sitting at rank 4 still, down about 2.84% on the past 7 days and up about 1% the past 24 hours. Guys, we are moving into a new weekly candle closure here, and I do think that we should be seeing some important pivots here, and we're going to be taking a look at that. So XRP is at $128.14 billion market cap, down about $10 billion from really the peak that we saw a couple months ago back in what date? When did we see our peak out here? Around May 25th, May 13th, we saw a $2.63 gain. We were at about $148 billion market cap. So, guys, like, we lost some billions, but we're not down that much. Like, if you measure from the top to where we are right now, we're down about 18%, which in all reality, guys, like, compared to other altcoins, like, I keep saying this. I keep finding myself saying this. XRP is holding up really well. It's holding up really well compared to some alts that are down 80, 90, 95%, guys. So, all right, so let's talk about Bitcoin for a second here because we did just get our daily and weekly candle closures. Let's look at our weekly here. So, this looks concerning to some people, all right? We don't have a green dot on the momentum wave here on Market Cipher. I was really hoping to see this, and we're seeing some really flatlining curvature here. I don't like to see that, but guys, I'll be honest. The longer we trade sideways here, the more likely, in my opinion, Q4 is very bullish. Now, my invalidations are that we close out the end of June above 110,000. Really, like 106,000 is an appropriate level to be looking at because in the monthly time frame, yeah, I really would like to see a monthly candle closure around 110K for me to say, yeah, guys, we're probably going to be front running Q4. And the monthly market cipher waves look very bullish. They look very, very bullish. You have the green dot here on the momentum wave over the 60 line, which is like bull market territory. The money flow is increasing. The RSIs are still climbing up. Like, it looks very bullish, okay? But those are my invalidations. But guys, regardless, I'm bullish on XRP. I think that we could chop around for Q3. And really my invalidation of that chop not happening is seeing at the end of June a monthly candle closure around 110,000. Between 106 and 110K. Like that's really, but the closer to 110,000, the more strength I'll see, okay? But regardless, when we're talking about XRP, news piece, article, big news after big news, bullish news after bullish news. Guys, if Blackrock really does initiate the XRP spot ETF, expect a feeding frenzy. Expect all these other institutions to want to accumulate XRP. Expect XRP to go up. Guys, that's all I got. I'll see you next one. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Bye-bye.